Hi there, this is Stacy Jensen. Thank you so much for visiting Color Veil. Today I'm going to show you a product that I'm super excited about. Many of you have already purchased and are using our set called the Fixings because it's so nice to have one set that does it all. The Fixings truly encompasses everything that a photographer would need to edit a photo beautifully, crisp, as well as do digital retouching. But we thought, what about taking the Fixings and turning it into an ultimate black and white all-in-one? And the reason for this is there's so many times that you want to create your own recipe of black and white, your own style, or one type of a session needs a different edit. But if you had one action that created any type of black and white, your money would be so well spent and invested. So we created this set so that you could create your own style. Let's show you how it's done. We have this photograph taken by myself of a senior, and I'm going to click play on the all-in-one black and white. This all-in-one black and white is going to play a whole bunch of different options for you, as well as your print sharpening that you're going to need, all the important contrasts that a black and white will need, but also the artistic touches to an editing of a black and white. So you could get a clean edit, which is going to first drop in a very clean black and white, and that is so that if this is the way you want to go, the avenue, you just click play and you're in and out. But it will also provide you a whole bunch of tones for your black and whites if you wanted to do a more artistic or colorized type. So it's playing the action right now, and as you can see, it lets you know that you will need to open each folder in your layers palette to turn off and to turn on the layers you would like. The recipes are endless. What that means is you have multiple folders, you have extra tools, you have colorizers, you have tints, you have matte touches, and then you have the clean black and white. The clean black and white is what you see here, but it also has a lot of layers that you can come in and adjust or turn on to create your recipe. Many a times I will go through a few months of liking one style and stick to it and then kind of changing it. So this set is really great for me because I can do that. If I want a clean edit, I'm done, I just save it and I have nothing more to do. But I can also come in and change the highlights, balance my contrast, so turning it on, turning it off. As you can see, just by turning that off, I brought in a lot of contrast. What I want you to remember is that you have opacities here that can really make a difference in your editing. So don't just turn them off, but turn them on. You can come in and darken an image. You can come in and go through a lot of different black and white conversions. My favorite is number 5. So if you come to the black and white conversion, what you're seeing here is a normal conversion, but you can turn on different conversions to get a dark, sexy look. If it's too strong, you just click the layer and turn it down a bit. So you have so many options here of things that you can do to create the styles that you like. But what if, so you can also turn on multiple conversions. So here's a lighter version. Option 4 is a lighter version than number 5. But you can layer them. So you can either run them by themselves or you can create your own recipe. Then you can move into some matte touches. You can turn them all on. You can turn only one on. You can stack them. It really is up to you. By turning them all on, you're just getting a darker, deeper tone. So you have lots of different options in the matte category. So let's close that folder up. Next, you have the tints folder. So you can come in and tint your image any way that you see fit. But also what you can do is turn down the tone of it. That's really important. So even if you click on it and you just want to turn it down even less than what we have it, it can just give you a hint of your own style. So there's so many tones to choose from here. Even this beautiful gray tone I'm loving. And it may be too dark for you, so once again you would just come and put it at a perfect percentage that gives you the style that you want. These are also stackable, so you can turn more than one on at a time. We have some gradient toning, and then we have some regular color toning. So click on the tone that you like and turn it down or turn it up. If you're going for a dramatic look, you can even turn this up and it'll be perfect. But as you can see, turned down to a 9%, this tone 5 is just beautiful. Okay, so then we're going to close that up. There is one colorizing, full colorizing, which I love. It's called Lilac Fade. So if you click that, just beautiful. Take it, turn it down to a low 30% and it's so perfect. So what you'll do is then you can come into, I'm sorry, I turned down the tints. Turn this down to a 30%. And it just adds a beautiful, beautiful warm glow to it. But a very professional glow. Okay, and the next thing, let's turn that off, is you have extra tools. So if your photograph is still further overexposed, even after you've worked in the clean black and white exposure fixes under here, if it is overexposed, we have it at 0%, you just turn this up to bring in the exposure that you want. And it will work perfectly for any photo as the last touch, okay? So the next thing you can do, if it is underexposed, so let's turn this one off. Let me show you the difference that it made. So if this were overexposed and you needed some darkness back into it, just turning that up really gave us that. So I'm going to turn it up all the way so you can see much more strength. So if your photo was overexposed, you would just turn that up. If your photo was underexposed and it was too dark and you wanted to fix it, you would just turn this one up. Again, the percentages are set at 0 so that you can toggle exactly where you need this to work. Okay, so I'm going to set those both back at 0 because I felt okay with her exposure. And I'll keep that one, the overexposed, at number 5. Dodging and burning. Love this layer. So this is a layer that does not have a layer mask. And the reason for this is because you want to take a paintbrush, you want to click on your black and white reset. Now black will burn, make things darker, and white will make things lighter. So you need to toggle between maybe a 40% opacity brush, make it large, and you can come in and burn, meaning darken, just the areas that you want. So we're going to darken all around her. Lighten, so you would switch over to a white, which is the dodge, and you could dodge or lighten areas. Now I wouldn't probably lighten her skin, but I just want to show you how this works. So you painting over an area with that. Now what you can do after you've set your areas is turn down the opacity or turn it up, the strength. Again, I wouldn't have wiped any dodging on her skin at this time, but it's great for contouring the face during an edit. So I hope this helped you. I'm so excited about this all-in-one black and white action set. It does take slightly longer to run, not too long. It does not have the retouchings, which generally will take a long time to process in action. It does have the print sharpener at the bottom, so you have a sharpener for your details. So this will help you to create the perfect black and white. Thank you so much for watching.